friends, I hope you're all well. As you can probably tell by the way that I look or the way that I sound, I'm currently recovering from a cold and it's been lingering for such a long time. I first got sick over a week ago now, and I'm still so stuffy. I keep having to blow my nose, and my throat still hurts just ever so slightly. It's almost back to normal, but it's still lingering. Most of all, I am just so tired, and I can't shake this fatigue out of me. Everything takes so much effort, like cleaning the house, going for a walk, working. It takes so much effort and mental power, and I'm just constantly tired. For example, last night I slept 8 to 9 hours. I got really great sleep, but right now, if I close my eyes, I could drift off. And that's how I've been feeling every single day, just so tired. So I'm hoping that today and the rest of this week can be a very comforting and very slow week where I can just focus on my health, getting back to feeling 100%, and just, yeah, take it slow, do things that I love, and focus on feeling better. I got my coffee, which is great, and we've had a lovely start to the morning so far. I think right now I'm going to go and read book club book because I only have about 100 pages left and I am absolutely loving it. It's been like lingering in the back of my mind when I'm not reading it. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? I've just spent some time tidying the house, putting everything away, putting away washing, emptying and reloading the dishwasher, things like that. And I am just feeling so much better and so much more put together. Over the past week that I've been unwell, I just haven't been doing a lot of house stuff. And I'm just so grateful for my boyfriend because he has picked up all of my slack. Like everything has been spotless, meals have been ready, the house has been clean and tidy, but I just haven't felt on top of it. Whereas today, to just like do a couple of things, feel like I was on top of it, I kind of like opened all of the windows and doors, let some fresh air in, kind of tried to rejuvenate the energy in the house. And yeah, I'm just feeling so much better. I think I'm going to spend some time now sewing and starting on a little sewing project because I want to make little bags for my skincare and my makeup, and then I want to make a little carrier thing for my LED face mask. I haven't had the strength to basically work on any hobbies whilst I was unwell, and there's just so much that I've been wanting to do that I just did not have the energy for. So I'm very excited to have a little bit of energy back now and be able to do the things that I love to do. Good evening, everybody. I am so excited because I just finished making a little makeup bag. I learned from my mistake last time I made a makeup bag for my mum in last vlog, and this time I added a little bit of a I don't know, what is this called? Like a hook thing that you can hold whilst you open it and close it. I've just filled it up with all of my makeup and I'm so excited. I'm going to make the exact same one just with a different fabric for my skincare as well. So I'm going to have one for makeup, one for skincare. It's getting so dark so quickly in Australia at the moment because we're approaching winter. We're in autumn right now, I think, and next month winter starts. And so the days just feel so short. I feel like I don't have as much time as I had before in the day, which I know it's not actually true, but it feels that way when the sun sets so early. I'm just making dinner now, but after I really want to finish book club book. That is my goal for this evening. And then I really want to chat books with you guys because I've read 3 so far this month and I have thoughts. I need to get some stuff off my chest. I need to talk to you guys. I wish we all had like a collective book club and we could just like chat. But yes, I am beyond happy with this. It's always so rewarding making things yourself. And then every time you look at that thing you made, you're like reminded of all the effort that you put in and all the steps that it took you to make it. It's so different compared to like if you buy something. Although things that you buy can bring you so much joy as well. But like making it, I found, is just, I don't know, so special. I do much prefer making things for other people though, instead of myself. I feel like when I make things for myself, it feels selfish in a way. I know it's not, but like it feels that way. Whereas when I make them for other people, I'm just like so excited to gift it to them. Anyway, time to have some dinner now and then finish reading the book, which I'm so excited for. I can't wait to read the ending. I feel like I know how it's going to end, but I won't be satisfied until I actually read it. Good morning. I've just sat down at my desk and I'm about to start my work day, which I'm actually very excited for. I love my job, but I'm really excited for today because it's a bit of a catching up, making sure everything's up to date day, which I love because sometimes I find that throughout the week, because I receive phone calls and there's new issues arising that we have to fix, sometimes like there's a couple of like admin things that get missed, or not even missed, but I'm just like, oh, I'll do it on my like admin sit down day. And that's what today is, which I'm so excited about. So I'm going to follow up on everything, make sure that by the end of this afternoon, by the end of the working day, I don't know, that did not make any sense. By the end of the working day today, everything is up to date. And I'm going to feel so fresh. I just know. We went for a walk this morning and it was so nice and so lovely. And today's meant to be a really sunny and nice day, so I'm wearing a nice sunny dress. And I'm really excited because after work, you and I are going to this vintage thrift shop thing because basically we moved into this house late last year and we've just been doing a lot of like bigger projects like landscaping and stuff like that, and we haven't gotten to the part of like decorating yet. So I'm very excited to start decorating, and the goal is not to rush it, but it's to find really meaningful things because I would love to have decor around the house that whenever I look at it, it brings me joy. And that's sort of like at the point where we are now, where there isn't a lot of decor, but every single piece that we have, there's a story behind it. So yes, that's the goal. I'm very excited. It's going to be a slow process, but it's going to be so rewarding once it's done. And you might have noticed like during the vlogs, it's quite bare the way that it is. Like the walls are bare and some of the furniture doesn't really go together. And that's because we just haven't had time to curate the home yet, but we'll get there. And today will be step 1 by going to the vintage shop. I'm currently on my lunch break and I was going to pick up a new book, but then I thought, let me speak to you guys about books first because I've read 3 books so far this month, and I'm going to start with Shield of Sparrows because I finished it last night. Remember how I said I think I know how it's going to end, I just have to read it to sort of like come to terms with like the fact the book is ended? I didn't know how it was going to end. The ending is so different compared to what I thought it was going to be. I thought this was a standalone book. It's not. So we finished on a very big cliffhanger that just sort of makes you go like, wait, what? I'm not mad about this because book 2 has already been published. So I've placed it on hold at the library, and as soon as it's ready, I'm going to read it. The rating I think I'm going to give it is a 4 out of 5 star for a romantasy book. If this was compared to all other genres, it would probably be like a 3 stars, I think. But for a romantic book, 4 out of 5 stars. I loved the banter and relationship that the two love interests, or the main love interests, the main two characters that are a love interest had. And it's a very slow burn. It's an enemies to lovers. Like, it ticked all of the right boxes. The reason why it's not a 5 star is because I didn't really like the world that they're living in. It wasn't like a cozy fantasy. So yeah, I didn't like what was going on. But I did really enjoy the romance part of the book. And I'll keep you updated when I read the sequel, because we finished again on a really big cliffhanger. The first book that I read this month is The Heart's Invisible Furies. I talked about it in my last vlog, and I started reading it in my last vlog. And this book, I returned it to the library, so I don't have the physical copy, but it was a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. I wish I could read it again. It was so beautifully written. I'm definitely going to pick up some more work from the same author, because the way that he writes was just so beautiful. I really enjoyed it. It was over 600 pages and the font was quite small compared to, say, this 600-page book, but I just could not put it down. I could not put it down. The story is not based on true events. The characters don't actually exist, but the things that happen in the book could have happened, and I'm sure did happen, to people that were living in Ireland at that time that the book is written. And so although it's not like a real story with real people that existed, it's not very far-fetched from reality. And I think that's what made it so emotionally captivating. And I cried multiple times throughout the book. The way that the book commences, like the first couple of chapters, are so captivating and they're very full on. And I started crying, I think, from the second chapter because something happens and it's just, again, full on. And I really like that the book is divided in 3 sections, and they're all 7 years apart, because apparently, I think from memory, every 7 years there's a new major, like we are renewed or like we change. And so the book really plays into that, and we see the main character through different stages of his life. It's so beautiful. I really recommend. The third book that I read this month is Heart the Lover by Lily King. Now, I did not like this book. It's very human and it's about a first love. I just could not care for the characters, and I could not follow the female main character. Like, I couldn't feel for her and what she was going through, and even how it ends, like, it did not make me cry. I wasn't emotionally involved with the story at all, and I generally didn't like what happened in it. I didn't, from start to finish, I didn't agree with a lot of the things that happened. I don't know, I see the human in it, and I see how, love and first loves can impact us so much. I understand that, but I didn't enjoy it as much as other people did. So that was a bit disappointing. Anyway, for this lunchtime break, which I don't have much of left because I've been yapping for such a long time, I'm a bit stuck because I don't know. I kind of want to start A Gentleman in Moscow. I know this will be a heavier read, and because I just read Shield of Sparrows, which was a much lighter read, I think it's gonna be good to like balance it out. Or I have another book on my Kindle as well that I downloaded, which is Theo of Golden. I don't remember what this was about. I downloaded it quite a long time ago. So I don't know. Should I start something new? Should I read another romantasy, or should I get into A Gentleman in Moscow? I think this will be my choice. I don't know. I think I made up my mind. I think I'm going to read this, and then next book I'll read Akata. I think it's A Court of Wings and Ruin. Let's get into it. I just came back from a little bit of a vintage shop. I went into the store. It was like a secondhand vintage store, and they had the loveliest things. The staff was so lovely as well. It was just such a good experience. I really wanted to go because I've been looking for a butter dish, and I have tried multiple stores, but it's either they don't have it, like any thrift or secondhand store doesn't have butter dishes. If they do, or if it's brand new, like from an actual shop, it is so expensive. I just can't justify spending $50 to $100 on a butter dish. I'm like, it's a butter dish. I can just put it like we have now. We have like a plate and then a little cup on top. So I went today with the goal of finding a butter dish, and luck was on my side. Then I got carried away with how cute everything was, and there's so much that I could have bought, but I really don't want to buy anything that's not intentional. And I kind of want to sit down with my boyfriend and go through room by room what we want that room to look like, and then go back to this store that I went to or other similar ones with intentional things that we want to buy for intentional places that we want to put them. Because a lot of the things that I like today, I was like, where am I even going to put that? And I didn't want to make the choice on the spot. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get a couple of things that I could not resist. I'll show you in a second. And I left everything else, and we can plan out room by room what we want it to look like and slowly but surely decorate. No rush. I'm going to start off with showing you the butter dish because I am so excited to finally have a butter dish. And this is it. It is so gorgeous. There was actually a couple of different ones, but I really liked the see-through glass one. I'm actually really happy with it. I love the glass, I love how it looks, and it feels so sturdy and nice too. I got a couple of other things. The next thing I got is for the kitchen as well, and it's this, I don't know what you would call it, like a baked goods display thing. I just think this is so cute for when I bake things or make things, and I can just have like cookies out on the bench and have them in here. Okay, last thing I got, I'm also so excited for, and this I just couldn't not because it's just so gorgeous, and it is this rocking chair coaster holder. It's coasters and you put them back in here, and it's the most beautiful wood. It looks amazing, and I can really see this either on our kitchen table or next to the plant that we have in the corner in the kitchen. It is so gorgeous, I couldn't not get it. Very happy, it was very successful, and it got my mind thinking about the house and what I want it to look like. I definitely want this house to have a very like grandma inviting homey feel to it, where you just feel at home and it's just cozy. And because the house is older and I really like that style of like, I don't know, more retro, vintage, sort of like mid-century modern vibe. That's what I really want the home to look like and to feel like. So I'm so excited, and I feel like this is step one. I have just finished my second makeup bag for the makeup and skincare combo. I ended up putting my makeup in this one that I made today just because even though I thought I used the same measurements, one came out a little bit smaller than the other. And in my skincare one, I have like bottles of skin oil that is just long enough to fit. So I moved things around, but I am just so happy and so grateful to be able to spend my time doing silly little things like this. I'm feeling so grateful about life today, and I'm just so happy. It's been such a lovely couple of days, and I feel so blessed and so lucky. I'm very grateful. I think I'm gonna run myself a bath now. I'm in that cozy mood. And it's so nice because our bathroom is black. I don't know if you can see, but like the tiles are black, and even the shower's black as well. And so when I turn the lights off and I put candles on and I either go in the shower or hop in the bath, it is so relaxing, and the black just gives it such a nice atmosphere. When we first moved into the house, I had a bit of a meltdown because everything was just a different color. Like the bathroom was black, we have blue carpets, and the office has like a yellow wall. The kitchen is pink, like everything was so different. But after 1 or 2 months of living here, I've just started to completely fall in love with this house and all of its quirks, and even this bathroom. Like it brings me so much joy. This house only had 2 owners before us, and I don't know, I find it quite cute to think about the fact that the owners that built this house chose each thing individually. Like they chose to have a black bathroom, they chose to have the little different designs of like flowers in the shower. It's special. Anyways, enough chatting. I'm going to hop in the bath, and I'm either going to read or I'm going to watch something, but I don't know what that would be. Maybe, there is a new show that is a book adaptation, And I think I've read the first couple of books. Potentially might watch that, potentially might just sit in silence, potentially might read. I'm not sure. Too much choice in this world. Too much choice.